Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Football League Week 5. The Pittsburgh Steelers, figured to be one of the favorites in the AFC, are 2-2 through 4 weeks. They get a chance to take over the division lead, taking on the 3-1 Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens coming off a 17-14 win in Cleveland against the Browns, forcing 4 turnovers in that game. The Steelers coming off an absolute demolition of the Houston Texans, 45-0. The Texans, the worst team in football. I think it's probably safe to say at this point that's how it's looked through the first 4 weeks. You saw the stats. Mel Blount, 2 picks last week of Brian Hoyer in that game. Both teams have a couple of guys out in this one. The Steelers missing tight end Eric Green and safety Troy Polamalu. The Ravens missing pass rush specialist Mike McCrary. So both teams a little bit banged up coming into this one, but this one could be a big game in the course of things. Obviously, it's only week 5. There's plenty of time in the season to go. But the Ravens trying to show that their 3-1 start is not a fluke. The Steelers trying to claim the spot many assumed they would have atop the division. Ravens will kick off. We're about ready to go. I appreciate you joining me here, as always, on the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel. Louis Cundiff will kick it off, and we'll get ourselves underway here in Pittsburgh. Thomas on the return, gets it out. He stopped shy of the 20 at the 19. And there you'll see Terry Bradshaw will get things started here for the Steelers. Bradshaw so far on the season, there you see 83 of 138, 912. 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Bradshaw has been solid, if unspectacular, to this point. Of course, he has the big benefit of the terrific performance last week against the Texans. Again, it finally all clicked for the first time this season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll get to the broadcast camera here and then get back to game action. So the Steelers getting ready to roll from deep in their own territory. They'll start from their 19. Starting off in the I formation. It's a handoff. There's Willie Parker. Parker doesn't have much there. Picks up a yard. He saw 26 carries for 108 and a score last week against the Texans for Parker, who has done certainly a solid job to this point for Pittsburgh. Steelers 2-2 record, pretty representative of how they've played so far. They've been up and down. The offense has struggled a bit. The defense, as you would expect, has been terrific for the Steelers. Play action there. Bradshaw fires it in, but it's broken up, incomplete. Good job there by Dwayne Starks. It'll be 3rd and 9. The lone setback here. Still a pretty tightly packed setup for the Steelers. Bradshaw drops, stands in, looks, throws it to the right-hand side. He's just going to throw that one out of bounds. Good coverage there by the Ravens, and the Steelers will go 3 and out here on their opening drive. So the punting unit comes on. Good job by this Ravens defense. See what they can do with it now that they get the ball. Punt will be fielded about the 35, out across the 40. Not too much there, but a little bit of a return. 41-yard line, certainly good field position for the Ravens on their opening drive. And they will be led by Tony Banks. Banks so far this season, 7 touchdowns, only 2 picks. He has been very solid so far for the Ravens. Again, the big thing with Tony Banks, don't make mistakes. The Ravens have a solid defense. Don't turn the ball over and let the defense do its job. Ray Rice, one of the top backs in the league, is the deep setback here. There's the handoff, and there's Rice. And Rice with a terrific carry into Pittsburgh territory. 15-yard pickup on his first carry of the game. Down to the Steelers' 44. So Ray Rice bangs one out here on the opening carry. That's a good start for Baltimore. Brian Billick coaching the Ravens. Bill Cowher coaching the Steelers. Banks drops. Quick pass complete. Down inside the 40. It's a short gain. They'll take that. Vito with the catch. It's a pickup of 6. So it'll be 2nd and 4. And Jack Ham on the stop for the Steelers. Second and 4. Ravens in the I formation. Handoff. Rice up the middle. Lambert hammers him and then gets some help. Nothing doing there. Mick Fitzpatrick comes up after the initial hit from Lambert. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 37. Just underway here at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Banks, short pass, broken up. Incomplete. Jack Ham in the coverage there. It'll be 4th and 3. It'll be 54 yards here for Billy Cundiff, and the Ravens are not going to attempt that at this point in the game. So Richardson will come on instead, try to angle this one to the sideline, try to pin the Steelers deep. Angle to the side, bounces inside the 5, but just past the pylon. So that'll go in as a touchback. Steelers will take over from their 20 for a second drive after going 3 and out on the opener. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh here. 11:46 left in the opening frame. Bradshaw, handoff to Parker up the middle. Good gap there. He's out across the 30. That's a first down. Out to the 31. Ray Lewis on the stop. Leader of this Steelers defense. I'm sorry, Ravens defense, sorry. One set to the right. They got 3 receivers up there. Parker the only setback. Walker gets the carry. Out across the 35 to the 37, a 6-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 4. Lewis once again with the stop. Bradshaw play action. Pass over the middle. It's complete, and it's a good gain down around the 40-yard line. Hits Plaxico Burress. First completion for Bradshaw. It's a 23-yard strike to Burress down to the Ravens' 40. Starks on the tackle. But a good connection there for Pittsburgh. And the first down, chains move as they get into Ravens territory. Down inside the 10-minute mark here in the opening frame. Bradshaw calls out the signal. Drops back, looks, fires, incomplete. Bradshaw only 1 of 4 to start things off here. Both teams know there's going to be a bit of a war of attrition of sorts in this game. 2 good defenses going at it. 2nd and 10. Bradshaw drops. Swings it out to the right side. It's complete. A little bit of a quick tight end out route. Ball is coughed up, and the Ravens, I think, might have it. No. I thought the Ravens might have picked that up, but it apparently got out of bounds before the scoop. Fryermuth with the catch. It'll be 3rd and 5. We'll get to this play in a moment. I want to go and check that one out. I don't use this enough. There's Fryermuth trying to get to the outside. Loses the ball. Oh, no, he did. He just scooped it up. I think the ground may have forced that fumble anyway, but Fryermuth was able to get a hold of that. So he did not lose it. It's 3rd and 5 from the 35. Bradshaw stands in the pocket, and he's going to get gobbled up. Webster with the sack brings them down. It'll be 4th and 8. That'll probably push Gary Anderson out of reasonable field goal range. It would be a 56-yard attempt. Anderson very accurate, but not from too far beyond 50. So Colquitt will come on to punt. He'll try to pin the Ravens deep here. He was kind of with mirror image drives there. This one's angled towards the side, and it goes just too far past the pylon before going out of bounds. You see the stats on Ray Rice for the season. He has been exceptional, averaging over 100 yards a game. Not a carry, obviously. First and 10 for the Ravens as they start off from their 20. Short drop, Banks fires, caught. Short pickup, it's a pickup of 8. Taylor with the grab, it'll be 2nd and 2. Midway point at quarter number 1. We're scoreless here in Pittsburgh. Hand off Rice. Rice has the first down and more. He picks it up to the 34. 1st and 10 for Baltimore as the chains move. Wayne Washington with the stop. High formation again. Banks, handoff. Rice, not much there. Lambert steps up and pops him. Not too much there. He picks up a couple out to the 37, and it'll be 2nd and 8. Tight end set here for the Ravens. Banks at the fullback handoff. Pulling ahead, Bam Morris picks up 8 and gets the first down. So the powerful Bam Morris gets his first carry of the game. Moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 44. Banks calls it out. Drops back. Stands in. Pressure comes. Banks gets dragged to the ground after he gets rid of that pass. He throws that one away. Good coverage by the Steelers. It's 2nd and 10. Banks under center once more. Handoff. Rice doesn't have anything there. Jack Lambert gets his way through. It'll be 3rd and 10. See how risky the Ravens get with it here. Banks is in the shotgun. He's got Rice next to him. And they do go with the draw. Rice in the Pittsburgh territory, but he'll be shy of the first down. Pickup of 7 on the play. Nathan Fitzpatrick comes up for the stop. And the Ravens kind of protecting Tony Banks a bit so far this season. He threw a lot in the first couple of weeks. In week 2, he threw a couple of interceptions, and they figured they would rein him in a bit. He had a big first week against the Texans. So 4th and 3 from the 48. Punting unit will be on again. Neither team able to get anything going to this point. Snap, there's the punt to the side. Taken by Antonio Brown on the run. He gets it out across the 25. Good job there by Brown. Steelers will start off from their 27-yard line here with their 3rd offensive possession of the game. .349 left in the first quarter. And off to Parker. Parker starts outside, tries to cut it back. Not too much there. He picks up a couple. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 29. Parker again, the lone setback. That's a pitch. Parker to the outside. Gets a good seal block there. He's out across the 30. Only gets 3. McAllister comes up for the stop. It'll be 3rd and 5. Both of these teams will generally try to grind it out. Steelers a bit more likely to air it out, though, and when try to open it up with a big play with Bradshaw at the helm. More weapons at receiver as well. Handoff there. Hope with his first carry of the game, and the Ravens are all over that one. Tony Siragusa breaks through. So both teams have played it a bit conservative on a couple of 3rd and long plays to this point. Again, just kind of trying to feel things out a bit here in the opening quarter. We'll see which team is the first one to really go and try to pursue a big play at some point. But for now, Colquitt will come on for the punt inside the 2-minute mark here at quarter number 1, a scoreless game. Colquitt bangs this one. He's taking it around the 25, out across the 30, pull ahead about the 33, and that's where they'll mark it. And the Ravens will take over once more. Game loves running that full season graphic for each of the running backs at the start of each drive. A bit overkill, but asking EA to play test these things is asking a bit too much. First down. Banks, play action. Looks, floats one over the middle. It's complete near midfield. Banks now 3 of 5 for 32 yards. Marquise Brown with the reception. They'll mark it right on the midfield stripe. In the final minute of quarter number 1. Banks drops back. Looks. Short pass there, not too much. He hits Bam Morris for the reception. It's just a pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. And inside 20 seconds. Formation behind Banks, it's Rice. Rice tries to go off tackle. He's gobbled up. Pick up of a yard. TJ Watt with the stop, and that will bring us to the end of quarter number 1. So we figured a defensive struggle here, and so far that's exactly what we're looking at. No score here, Ravens and Steelers from Pittsburgh as we get ready to start quarter number 2. Third and 7 from the Steelers' 47. Shotgun. Quick pass out to the side. Complete. It's going to be a first down. So Banks zips one in there. A very, very quick bullet pass to Marquise Brown, who gets the first down yardage. Chains will move down to the Steelers' 39. Formation behind Banks. Drops back, short drop, pass over the middle, and it's intercepted. Jack Lambert picks it off. Terrible job there by Banks. Lambert basically didn't move off the snap. He stood there right in the middle, and Banks clearly looked right through him. Looking for that slant over the middle. Lambert never moves. That's a terrible job by Tony Banks. Third pick thrown on the season for Banks. And now the Steelers will look to make the Ravens pay for their turnover here. Talked a moment ago about basically for the Ravens, the big deal for Tony Banks, not to turn the ball over. So far he's been good about that this season, but a big mistake there. We'll see what the Steelers can do with it. Hand off Parker. Parker out across the 40. He'll pick up 3. Out to the 41. It'll be 2nd and 7. Matt Juden on the stop. High formation behind Bradshaw. Hand off Parker up the middle. Nothing doing there. 3rd and 5. Ray Lewis comes up for the stop. Lewis's 3rd tackle of the game. And the Steelers have been pretty conservative with their play calls to this point. 3rd and 5. They go to poke outside. Stiff arms one guy through, but that buys enough time for the rest of the Ravens to close in on. And Peter Boulware with the stop. It's a loss of 1, 4th and 6, and the Steelers are going to punt once again. So neither team really getting anything going here. And again, both sides have been a little bit conservative on the 3rd and medium length plays to this point. Polk runs over Kim Herring, with Boulware gets him. Oakwit comes on for yet another punt. Taken at about the 12. Going to try to return it, get it out across the 20 to the 21. And that's where the Ravens will take over. You see Marquise Brown among the league leaders, 24 receptions. He's also got a pair of scores at this point in the season. First and 10 from the 21. Banks drops back. Looks, pressure is on, and down he goes. Jack Ham gets through for the sack. Banks is dragged down. It's a loss of 6. It'll be 2nd and 16. From the 15, handoff. Rice tries to get shifty up the middle. He puts it on the ground, and the Steelers recover. Mel Blount recovers the fumble. Not sure who stripped it free of Ray Rice, but the Ravens cough it up on back-to-back drives. It looks like Ham is the one who forced the fumble. We'll see if Rice was down. This is going to be close. This may get reviewed. And they are going to take a look at it.
Previous play is under review.
It's going to be close. Can't really see from that angle when the ball came out. This one may give us a little bit of a better idea. It's kind of rolling around his forearm there. And they say he was down. So the Ravens get a bit of a break there. They will keep possession of the ball. Third and 15 from the 15. Banks in the shotgun. Stands in, pressure up the middle, and they're going to get him again. That time it's Jack Lambert. Comes through for the sack. Second Steelers sack of the game and the drive. T.J. Watt coming off, apparently dinged up a little bit on that play. As he goes over to the bench, the Ravens will punt. And the Steelers will get good field position. Richardson bangs this one. It's a good kick. Antonio Brown from his own 45. He'll bring it back into Ravens territory to the 47, and the Steelers will get very good field position here to open up this drive early in quarter number 2. Thumb injury there to T.J. Watt. He should be able to return to the game from what we're hearing at the moment. Oh, and a delay of game for the Steelers. That's not a good spot for that. You got a first down there.
Still first down.
Getting good field position, and you end up with a delay of game call. So that'll push them back to their own territory. 1st and 15 from the 48. High formation handoff. Parker starts outside, tries to cut it back. Nothing doing there. It'll be 2nd and 15. Bradshaw drops, play action, throws over the middle, incomplete. So Terry Bradshaw only 2 of 6 to this point. Still trying to find his rhythm. 3rd and 15 from the 48. Short drop, pass over the middle. Is caught, but it's only a 4-yard pickup there. That play doesn't really do a heck of a lot of anything. And once again, the Steelers will punt. So the Steelers have gone from running it on 3rd and medium or long to now a short pass. Again, that was kind of a little bit of an odd play call there. There was not much hope of getting that one to the first down marker. Colquitt angles this one to the side. It's going to bounce inside the 10, out of bounds at the 4. Good punt by Colquitt, and the Ravens will be pinned deep in their own territory to start off another drive. Steelers got to Tony Banks twice on the last drive. Their first 2 sacks of the game. We'll see what happens here. High formation. Handoff. Price tries to pop it to the outside. He's swarmed. He picks up a couple, gets a little bit of breathing. Jack Ham with the stop. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 6-yard line. Banks under center. Takes the snap, drops back. Banks standing in. Looking. He's hit. He coughs it up. It's in the end zone. It's going to be a safety. So Banks is hammered. Coughs it up. Brett Keisel gets to him for the sack. Bam Morris falls on it in the end zone to minimize the damage. Cameron Hayward touches him up there for the safety, but of course, Morris covering it. Saves 5-point difference there as he saves it from being a touchdown for the Steelers instead. So the Ravens having a hard time getting anything rolling here. The Steelers defense starting to have their way with them a little bit. Now the Steelers need their offense to show up. They will start off after getting the ball back after the safety from their 39. So the Ravens' last 3 drives, an interception, a punt after what looked like a fumble, but the call was overturned. And now a fumble by Banks in the end zone that leads to a safety. Play action. Bradshaw fires, complete to Burris, out across the 45 to the 48. It'll be 2nd and 1. Approaching the midway point here of the second quarter. Shotgun to handoff. Hope has a good seam down inside the 40, inside the 35, spins his way down inside the 30, or they'll spot him at the 30, but a nice run by Dick Hope down to the Ravens' 30-yard line, and the chains move here for the Steelers. Good gap there. Hope runs right through it, blows past Ray Lewis. It seemed like he kind of got stuck a little bit on which way to break. I don't think he thought Hope was going to get through that hole as quickly as he did. 1st and 10 from the 30. Bradshaw drops, pass over the middle, incomplete. Ended for Burris. Not seeing Bradshaw target Antonio Brown to this point. Drops back, stands in, short pass. There's Burris again. Down to the 22. It'll be 3rd and 2. Williams on the stop. The clock will continue to roll. Up on 6 minutes left in the half. 2-0 Steelers. And safety on the Ravens' last drive. The only points thus far. Short drop. Bradshaw under pressure, and down he goes. Siragusa gets to him. It's a short loss, but a loss nonetheless. It'll bring up 4th and 4. And Gary Anderson will come on for the 41-yard attempt. Anderson's kick is up and just through the upright. Anderson almost pushed that one right, but he gets it through, and the Steelers extend their lead to an awkward football score of 5-0. .5:24 remaining in the half. With Anderson with the kickoff. Taken at the 2. Out across the 20, out across the 25, to the 26. There you'll see the season numbers for Ray Rice get shown once again. Just lazy, lazy work by EA. So the Ravens have been a bit out of sorts these last few drives. They'll see if they can piece something together here late in the first half. Play action, Banks under pressure, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, that dislocated thumb popped back in. He brings Banks down, sacked for a loss of 7. 2nd and 17 coming up for the Ravens. I formation. Handoff. Rice tries to get to the outside, and that play was read in yesterday's news. Absolutely crushed. L.C. Greenwood breaks through. Rice a little slow getting up. It's 3rd and 22. Approaching the 4-minute mark here in the half. Shotgun. Banks. Quick out. And it hits him in the hands, but it's not held on to. Incomplete. The Ravens go 3 and out, and the Steelers will get good field position again with plenty of time left on the clock. Here's the punt from Richardson, 3:54 left in the first half. Antonio Brown takes it. Brings it back right to about midfield, and that's where the Steelers will take over. So the Steelers with a chance to really lock down some momentum here in this one before heading into the half. Two tight ends set as they open up here on this drive. Walker's the lone setback. He gets it, tries to cut it back. Stiff arms one tackler off, but now he's gobbled up. Clark on the tackle. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Back goes Bradshaw. Looks over the middle, complete. There's Antonio Brown. We mentioned him on the last drive. Brown picks up his first catch of the game here. It's a 5-yard pickup. Down to the 45-yard line. Two and a half minutes remaining. They go to Parker. Tries to get to the outside. To the marker. He's close. And they're going to say he's just short. 4th and inches from the 40. That should bring us to the 2-minute warning. We'll see how the Steelers elect to play this. Looks like the Steelers are going to go for it, but we'll see what happens after the 2-minute warning. It's kind of in-between zone, in-between area here. You can kind of go either way at this point. So it looked like they were going to go for it. They were going to reconsider it and try to pin the Ravens deep. But we'll angle this with 2 minutes left. Towards the pylon. It's fielded but stepped out of bounds. Guy really shouldn't be fielding that punt there, but that's all right. But the Ravens now will start off. It was going to go out of bounds anyway. Out of bounds at the 2. Minute 55 left in the half. 5-0 Steelers. Again, both sides have their timeouts. At this point, the Ravens are just going to kind of play this for survival here. Try to get out of the zone. The Steelers will use their timeouts if they can stop the Ravens. Try to get the ball back. Hand off Rice. Gobbled up. Steelers will use their first timeout. No gain for Rice. It's 2nd and 10. Minute 50 left in the half. 5-0 Steelers. High formation. Handoff. Rice breaks that one out across. They'll say he's at the 10. It'll be 3rd and 1. Steelers will use another timeout. So a big 3rd down here. Ravens get a first down. And they can probably just run this clock out to halftime. Third and 1. High formation. There are 2 receivers wide. They got to think they're going to run it. Handoff. Rice up the middle. Close. He gets to the marker. The Steelers will use... Actually, they're not going to have to use the timeout because Dennis Peters is going to check out of this game and go to the locker room with the injury timeout. That counts as the stoppage of the clock. Not going to expect too much here out of the Ravens, though. They're locked in the I formation here. Another handoff to Rice. Rice pops it outside, creates a little bit more. He's out across the 20. Good run by Rice. Steelers are going to take a timeout here, although there really wasn't any reason for the Steelers to. That was kind of a bad decision on my part. No reason to stop the clock there. Dennis Pita, dislocated shoulder. He is out for the rest of the game. And, as one would think, a bit longer than that. Little thing, I wish the game didn't give you the injury report so quickly. If you wouldn't get the injury report so quickly in real life. Handoff, Rice, brought down by Ham. Baltimore is not going to do anything to stop the clock, and the Steelers can't. Let this clock run down as far as they can take it. Thanks to the line. Snap, handoff up the middle. Rice is brought down. 3rd and 6 coming up from the 27. They'll probably run one more play, and that should pretty much be the end of it here for the first half. Clock go down a little bit more. So we're not standing there staring at the huddle for any longer than is necessary. Four-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. It's another handoff. Rice again, and again he's gobbled up. Mel Blount stops him there, and that will take us to halftime here in Pittsburgh. Good job there. The Steelers defense pitching a shutout in the first half. Ravens defense has been excellent as well, though. 5-0 Steelers at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steel Curtain has been every bit of that to this point. Kind of go through this somewhat pointless screen here. Check out some other games that'll go on later on. The 0-4 Bears and the 1-3 Redskins, Commanders, Washington, whatever the heck you want to call them. Jaguars head into Buffalo. The Jaguars, a bit surprising, 2-2. Jaguars don't have a heck of a lot of talent. They'll take a step up in class this week against the 4-0 Bills. And the 0-4 Houston Texans will head into Atlanta to take on the 2-2 Atlanta Falcons. Here in Pittsburgh, we got a good one going, 5-0 Steelers. Remembering right, the Ravens will receive to start off half number 2. And both of these teams missing some key players in this one. Eric Green and Troy Polamalu both out for the Steelers. Michael McCrary, pass rusher, out for the Ravens. So the Ravens will receive. We'll get to the second half here. Gary Anderson's going to kick it off. Taken at the 2, out across the 20. Throw it out. Out the 22 is where they'll spot it. In case you hadn't seen Ray Rice's season stats the other 20 times the EA placard has shown it, you can take a look at it again here. First and 10. There you see total yards. 87 for the Ravens, 105 for the Steelers. This has not been an offensive war by any means. Hand off Rice. Cuts it back to the middle. He gets popped. Pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. High formation behind Banks. Another handoff to Rice. Rice gets a heavy load there. Tries to find a hole. Stays behind a blocker. Only gets a couple. It'll be 3rd and 5. L.C. Greenwood ultimately brings him down. It'll be 3rd and 5. Banks in the shotgun. Oh, and they ran a little bit of a fake there, and nobody bid on it. Jack Ham blows through, brings Banks down. That's going to kind of go as a run option. That won't count as a sack for the Steelers, but regardless, it's another offensive play that does not go the way the Ravens were hoping for it to. And the punting unit will come on. This Steelers defense is formidable, to say the least. Here comes the punting unit. Antonio Brown back to receive. He'll take it from about the 34. Gets it out across the 40. They'll spot him at the 40, actually. There's Willie Parker's season numbers for the 20th time. 1st and 10. As Terry Bradshaw and the Steelers get their first crack at things here in the second half. Bradshaw play action. Looks, hits Parker out of the backfield. It's a 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Out to the 47-yard line. Bradshaw. Play action again. Swings this one to the right-hand side. Complete. It's another short pass. I believe that was John Kukla who made the grab. His first catch of the game. Kukla picks up a couple. Kim Herring on the stop. It's 3rd and 2. Two tight ends set in here for the Steelers. Burris on the south side. Brown up north. Oh, they fake the sweep. They give it to Parker, and Parker has open room. Down inside the 40, inside the 35, down inside the Ravens 30. Parker breaks one off down to the 25 before Clark runs him out of bounds. Big pickup for Willie Parker. Gets through the hole off tackle and rumbles his way down to the Ravens' 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Steelers. He was brought down inbounds. Clock keeps on rolling. Bradshaw calls the sides. Polk in the backfield. Parker gets a play off. Bradshaw drops. Looks. Pass incomplete. Intended for Fryermuth. It'll be 2nd and 10. Pitch, Parker, right-hand side. Goes with the stiff arm, but he's still dragged down. Gets a couple. Hole at 3, down to the 21. It'll be 3rd and 7. Down inside the 10-minute mark here in quarter number 3. Bradshaw drops back, fires over the middle, broken up. Good job by Ray Lewis in coverage there on the tight end, Pete Fryermuth. Again, Fryermuth getting extra time in this one with Eric Green's injury. And Gary Anderson will come out for the 38-yard field goal attempt. Anderson hit earlier, slipped one just inside the goalpost. kick here down the middle, and it's through. Anderson is hit. It's a roughing the kicker call. And the Steelers are going to take the automatic gift of a first down.
Automatic first down.
So a huge penalty there for the Ravens. They could have gotten out of this with a field goal. Instead, the Steelers get the opportunity to make this much, much worse. Two tight end set from the 11-yard line. Pitch to Parker. Jukes a defender in the backfield, gets back to the line of scrimmage, picks up one before Boulware brings him down. It'll be 2nd and 9. Handoff, Parker. Got a couple of blockers, but he's also got a bunch of Ravens. Loss of 2. Caught up back in the backfield there. Back at the 11. It's 3rd and 11. It's not goal to go. There is a sliver of room between the first down marker and the end zone. .8:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Bradshaw in the shotgun. Hope takes the handoff. They do play it a bit conservatively. Again, they're going to take their 3 points. A little bit surprised they didn't take a shot at the end zone. But right now, the Ravens aren't doing anything against the Steelers, and that's certainly playing a little bit into this. That roughing call does happen a bit too much. Too. I don't want to kind of mess with it as of yet and just say, oh, well, we're not going to go calling it. Oh, my goodness, that's a shank. So Gary Anderson, so after they hit the field goal attempt, they get the extra yardage on the roughing the kicker call, and the closer kick, Anderson shanks it wide right. So the Ravens have an opportunity at momentum here to try to turn the tide. From their 20. Play action. Doesn't fool anybody. Ham gets through and brings down Banks. And T.J. Watt is checking out. And this time Watt's going down the tunnel. Again, Watt came out earlier with a thumb injury. Made it back into the game. Picked up a sack after coming back in the game. But now on that play that he seemingly wasn't involved in, he's going to check out once more. 2nd and 19 from the 11. Banks in the shotgun. It's a quick little screen pass. Nothing doing there. Blown up. Mar Aiken with the catch. Wagner with the stop. T.J. Watt with that thumb injury once more. They do say it seems like he's going to return, though. 3rd and 21 here. Banks in the shotgun. Pressure coming from everywhere. Down he goes. Jack Lambert gets through and brings Banks down. This Steelers defense is flying at this point. Sack number 5 of Banks. Here's the punt. It's hammered pretty well. Brown takes it backpedaling a little bit. Gets it back to midfield, and that's where the Steelers will start off. First and 10 from midfield. Pokes the deep back at this point. He gets the carry. Cuts back. A little bit of a counter play there. 5 carries, 27 yards so far for Hope. Picks up 4 on that one. Second and 6. And off Parker. Up the middle. Down to the 42. It'll be 3rd and 2. Siragusa able to get a hold of him and drag him down from behind. Down inside 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Walker's the lone setback. And in motion. They run that fake that they ran before, and this time the Ravens are all over it. Walker tore that one up for a good run earlier on. This time he's blown up in the backfield. It'll be 4th and 2 from the 42. Hard to imagine that the Steelers are going to go for it in this spot. They will not. So Colquitt's done a pretty good job so far today of pinning the Ravens deep. He will try it once more here. Bounces right near the pylon and just into the end zone. So it's a touchback. Ravens will get it at the 20. But this Ravens offense has done nothing against the Steelers. First and 10 from the 20. I formation. Banks. Play action. Stands in, looks, goes down the field. It's complete. Out to the 40. Biggest pass of the game, Marquise Brown. Out to the 40-yard line. It's a 20-yard pickup. And the Ravens finally have some sign of something positive on offense. Good throw here from Banks. Nice grab, diving grab by Brown, laying out to reel that one in. Plaudits from the defense on the bench. First and 10 from the 40. 5-0 Steelers. Or a baseball score. Then a football score. Price cuts it back. Breaks through one tackler out across the 45. 7-yard pickup out to the 47. Looks like another Steelers injury. L.C. Greenwood is going to check out of this game for a bit. Greenwood among the sack leaders in the league to this point. Through the first 4 weeks. 2nd and 3 from the 47. Handoff. Rice. Starts up the middle. A little bit of a shift to the right side. Finds a lane. 21 carries for 74 yards now for Ray Rice, who continues to carry a heavy load for this Ravens offense, but he moves the chains. It's a first down. Handoff. Bam Morris down inside the 45. Down to the 43. Joel Steed with the stop. L.C. Greenwood expected to return. All right, my son was texting me there. Just make sure all was good on that front. 2nd and 5 from the Steelers' 43. Ravens' best drive of the game going on at the moment. Handoff. Rice tries to spin through a tackle. He gets down inside the 40. Actually mark him down at the 40. Wagner with the tackle there. That's number 4 for him. Third and 2. Nice the lone setback. Play action. Banks rolls. Pass complete. Down inside the 30, inside the 25. It's a first down. Banks now 8 of 12 for 77. Kamar Aiken with the reception, his second of the game. Wayne Washington on the stop, but the Ravens have something brewing here. They went for the play action pass, though, and Banks carries it out nicely. First and 10. This may well be the last play of quarter number 3. High formation, Rice. Stutter step, gets down inside the 20, pickup of 6. Down to the 17. Mel Blount with the stop. That will be the last play of quarter number 3. So 5-0 Steelers as we head to the 4th in Pittsburgh. The Ravens, however, are driving. Those are not robust yardage totals you're looking at there, folks. This has been, we thought it would be a defensive struggle. That has been the case, even more so than we anticipated. 2nd and 4 from the Steelers' 17. Crowd here at Acrisure Stadium trying to get behind the black and gold. Handoff, Rice crushed. Cameron Hayward, the first guy to hit him. Joel Steed was in on that one as well. It's 3rd and 3. Lone setback. Banks drops. He looks. Continues to look. Fires. End zone. Intercepted. Intercepted. I believe that's Mike Wagner, and it is. Wagner looked like he was going to try to down it, realized he was right on the goal line. Had to do something with it. Steelers will be pinned deep. Banks looking. He floats one into the end zone a bit here. Too much traffic there. That's Tony Banks trying to force a ball in. Wagner with the interception, and the Steelers snuff out the Ravens' best drive of the game. Ravens still shut out to this point. It's still 5-0 Pittsburgh. Second pick of the game thrown by Tony Banks. He'd only thrown 2 in the first 4 weeks. And in motion. Handoff. There's Parker. Parker out across the 10. Fights through one tackler. Pickup of 9 out to the 11. 17 carries for 77 yards to this point for Willie Parker. Mike Wagner with the huge interception right at the goal line. Handoff Hoke up the middle. He's got the first down. He pulls straight ahead. That's his 6th carry of the game. He's got 31 yards. Hoke has been productive in his limited action. Play action. Bradshaw stands in. Pressure comes. Down he goes. Peter Boulware gets to Bradshaw for the first time today. Loss of 9. Boulware, a pass rushing dynamo for the Ravens. Bradshaw's got to get rid of that one. It was clear he had no options. Boulware's coming right up the middle. Terry Bradshaw has to unload that ball. 2nd and 19 from the 6. Big defensive play for the Ravens. Bradshaw drops. Short pass complete. Out across the 15. Burris out to around the 18. Bradshaw 9 of 16 to this point. It's 3rd and 6. Both teams have been run heavy to this point. 3rd and 6. Bradshaw goes to the shotgun. He's got trips up top. Burris, the one guy down south. It's quick out. Wide receiver screen. He's not going to get to the marker, though. Antonio Brown gets it, but McAllister brings him down. It'll be 4th and 1 from the 24. Colquitt will come on to punt once more. Ravens will get pretty good field position here. Colquitt tees that one up pretty well. It's taken at the 31. Brought down at the 36, 5 yards on the return. So now Tony Banks, who's thrown 2 interceptions in this one and lost a fumble for a safety, gets another opportunity with this game still in reach. It's still only 5-0. The Steelers' offense hasn't gotten too much going either. Ravens' defense has been terrific. Steelers have just been a bit better. Banks drops back, stands in, fires, complete, zips that one in there to Marquise Brown. Out near midfield. Chains will move. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Fourth catch of the game for Brown. Drops back. Pass there. Incomplete. In Washington in the coverage. Empty backfield here on 2nd and 10. Banks stands in, fires over the middle, complete. That's going to be a 1st down. Down inside the 40 to about the 35-yard line. Banks 10 of 16. He has thrown those 2 interceptions. Amar Aiken, his 3rd reception of the game. He got some open space there over the middle. Banks hits him in stride. I formation. Banks drops back. Pass again. Complete. Down inside the 25. So Tony Banks finds Marquise Brown again. 5 catches for 70 yards for Brown. So now this is 2 drives in a row where the Ravens have moved the ball well. The last one ended with an interception thrown by Banks on the goal line. Down inside 8.5 minutes remaining in the game. Handoff. Rice down inside the 20 to the 19 before Lambert stops him. It's a 4-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Play action. Banks looking. Down inside the 10. It's complete. Marquise Brown again. 1st and goal coming up from the 5 for the Baltimore Ravens, who have managed to find some sort of offense throwing the ball here in quarter number 4. 1st and goal from the 5. Banks stands in. Looks, he's caught from behind. Jack Ham gets to him. Brings Banks down at the 10. It'll be 2nd and goal. Big performance out of Jack Ham in this one. It has been the linebackers, not the linemen, for the Steelers in this one, racking up the sacks. So far this season, it's been L.C. Greenwood and Cameron Hayward who've been getting the bulk of the sacks for the Steelers. Second and goal from the 10. And the Steelers defense come up big once more. Banks stands in, fires over the middle. Tries to dive to get in the end zone, and he's popped. Will be down to the 1, 3rd and goal. Marquise Brown makes the catch on the slant. Tries to dive across the goal line, but took a hit. That kept him out. We're going to do a quick check before that play. And check, because that is a potentially game-saving tackle. 39. Is that Minka Fitzpatrick? Yep. Minka Fitzpatrick comes up here. And look at that. Brown tries to dive in. And Fitzpatrick stands him up on the goal line. That is a huge tackle. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Got to think Rice is going to get it here. He does. Up the middle, touchdown Ray Rice, and the Ravens finally break through, and in doing so, they take a late lead here in Pittsburgh. Ray Rice from 1 yard out, and the Ravens presumably will go for 2 here to try to make it a 3-point game with 5:40 remaining. Two-point conversion attempt coming. Banks is in the shotgun. But he gives it to Rice. Up the middle, he gets in. The 2-point conversion works. It is 8-5 Ravens. Sounds like an Orioles-Pirates score, but the Ravens lead it by a field goal here in Pittsburgh. What a win this would be for the Ravens. The earlier missed field goal by Gary Anderson. Remember, he had hit. They had the points on the board. They took the points off the board after the roughing the kicker call. He got closer, were denied the end zone. Anderson came on to kick again and pushed it wide right. So now the Steelers will get it back. 5:40 remaining. They will start off from their own 26, and we'll see what Terry Bradshaw can get done here for Pittsburgh. This would be a huge victory for the Ravens. Not expected to be one of the stronger teams in the AFC. A win here would push them to 4-1 and push them 2 games up on Pittsburgh. Handoff, Parker. Hops it to the outside, picks up a yard, and that's it. Tony Siragusa checking out of this game for the Ravens. That's potentially big. There's enough time left on the clock here that the Steelers do have the ability to run the ball a bit. Siragusa, of course, a force there in the running game up the middle. 2nd and 9. Bradshaw pitches to Parker, tries to get outside, and that play has not been there all day. Trying to go to the outside, Matt Judon with the stop. Third and 11. Packed set despite the long yardage here. Bradshaw drops. Stands in. Looks. And he's brought down. Madubuike gets to Bradshaw with the sack. The Ravens get to Terry Bradshaw. It'll be 4th and 13. And the Steelers will have to punt, and they will have to call on their defense to come through once more. Here's the punt from Colquitt. Taken at the 31. To the 38. Both sides have all 3 timeouts left. It has been a defensive war here in Pittsburgh. Steelers defense has forced 3 turnovers. I'm sorry, 2. The fumble was overturned. But 2 turnovers. Handoff, Rice. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 10. L.C. Greenwood with the stop. Ravens, of course, will let the clock run down here as much as they can. And off it's Rice again. Out across the 45. Bowls to the first down marker. He's marked just short. 3rd and inches from the 48. Huge 3rd down here. Banks goes shotgun. Short pass over the middle. It's complete. Hits him on the slant, and that is a huge completion to Kamar Aiken. 1st and 10. Chains move. That's going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers well aware of what's ahead of them here. Another Ravens first down would pretty much end this one. Banks, handoff, Rice, inside the 45, down to the 41. Steelers are going to take a timeout. 9-yard pickup. That is not what the Steelers could afford to do there. And listen, the Steelers defense has played great, but they've been on the field a lot. There have not been many breathers in this game for the defenses. 2nd and 1. Handoff. Rice. Close to the marker. He gets it. It's a first down, and that is pretty much going to wrap this up. The Baltimore Ravens are going to come into Pittsburgh. And against, frankly, a Steelers team that just plain has more talent. The Ravens are going to somehow snag victory out of this. 1st and 10 from the 39. They go for a handoff. Rice jukes his way around. Not much doing there. The Steelers will use their last timeout. It'll be 2nd and 9. 8-5 Ravens late in the 4th. Second and 9. Handoff. Rice. Up the middle. He's stopped. 32 carries for Ray Rice. He's now at 113 yards. Third and 9. Banks up at the line here. Clock continues to tick. They're going to bring it down as far as they can. Handoff. Rice brought down. Rice gets up, looking a little bit worse for wear. He's going to check out of this game. It'll be 4th and 8. The Ravens are going to punt rather than take the 54-yard field goal attempt. They will punt, try to pin the Steelers deep. The injury to Rice, though, stops the clock, so the Steelers get a break there. We'll see how much that comes into play here. That's actually potentially a huge, huge deal. Punt just past the pylon. So the Steelers, no timeouts, but now at least they have an opportunity. Bradshaw will get the start out from his 20. If that Rice injury hadn't happened and the injury timeout hadn't happened, the Steelers would have gotten the ball back with about 10 to 15 seconds left. Instead, they've got 54 seconds to work with. Bradshaw drops back. Looking. Swings it to the right-hand side. It's complete. Pickup of 7. Bradshaw at the line. Drops back again. He's going to swing another one out to the right-hand side. Complete. That's going to be a first down. Spikes the ball. 14 seconds left. Good coverage down the field by the Ravens there. They had to take a little bit of a shorter pass there than what they were going to be looking for. Second and 10. Bradshaw on the shotgun. Toss back. And that's a terrible play call. And that's going to be the end of it. They can't even get up there to spike it. Oh, that's horrible. You know you have those options. There were going to be guys running a deep pattern there. The Steelers try to get a little cute, and it blows up in their face. So the Ravens come through with an 8-5 victory, finally getting into the end zone in the fourth quarter. Both defenses were terrific. The Ravens turned the ball over twice. They surrender a safety after a Tony Banks fumble. Bam Morris fell on it in the end zone. And that play ends up proving really huge because, again, if Morris doesn't fall on that, that's a touchdown for the Steelers. And the Steelers have 10 instead of 5. Obviously, you don't know how the rest of the game would have played out from there. But the Baltimore Ravens are 4-1. The Steelers are going to fall to 2-3. It's a 2-game cushion for the Baltimore Ravens in the division. Obviously, tons of season left to go. But this is a huge victory for a Ravens team that just continues to find a way. Total offense, 223 for the Ravens, but 189 for the Steelers. The Steelers mustered only 6 first downs. You know, we talked about the Steelers' defense because they were able to put so much pressure on Tony Banks, and they kept the Ravens off the board until the fourth. But the Steelers' offense really did nothing in this game. The Ravens turned the ball over twice, so we may have been guilty of losing the narrative a bit in this one. The Steelers, 1 of 13 on third down conversions. That is not going to get it done. And trust me, Bill Cowher knows it. Neither quarterback was great. Bradshaw, 13 of 20 for 100 yards. They really didn't push the envelope very much in this one. Longest pass play was 23. Tony Banks, 14 of 20, completed 70% of his passes for only 143 yards. No touchdowns, 2 interceptions. On the day for Banks, Ray Rice, 33 carries for 112 yards. He's just an absolute horse. Willie Parker led the way for the Steelers, 19 for 76. Marquise Brown led the receivers, 7 catches for 93 yards. Pittsburgh's big receiver, Plaxico Burress, 4 for 53. So just a really, really good job by the Ravens. The game doesn't even know what to do with the safety. It doesn't even show this. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that glitch. I think when the game is done, it actually it doesn't show the safety on the scorecard. It's just completely mangled. Like you'll see there, the score is right at 8-5, but the actual score placard doesn't show it properly. The score placard shows it as 8-3. That's pretty funny. Again, more EA quality control. So that'll do it from Pittsburgh. A huge victory for the Baltimore Ravens, whom you might have to start taking a little bit more seriously here in the AFC picture. Huge thanks to everybody for tuning in for this broadcast. We're going to have a couple more Week 5 broadcasts in the next couple of days as we try to get football moving along at a bit better pace. Of course, check in with the Franchise Stars Baseball League as well. as we get near the end of June for that. Website will be updated accordingly. And we'll do the football update once week 5 is completed. We've still got a couple more streams from the week 5 slate of games. Until next time, thank you as always. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon. The Ravens win a defensive battle with the Steelers in Pittsburgh 8-5.